Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 6 o'clock and we begin with breaking news. A police-involved shooting near 30th and Arlington. Our Chase Howell has been on the scene since it happened this afternoon. Chase, what have you learned?
Scott, what I can tell you right now is we know a man is dead and no officers were injured, but I want to show you what it looks like behind me right now. What you can see is the person's vehicle there on the side closest to the bus stop beyond this police car right there. Why we're not going to be zooming in fully on that, though, is because the body is still here on scene, and we just want to be mindful for all viewers out there. Where I'm at, though, to give you some context, is on 30th and Shadeland, which is right by the Shadeland Commerce Center for those familiar with the area. But what we did hear from police earlier was that it all actually started in Lawrence during a traffic stop. That's where they say he led police on a chase, which ended here again over off of 30th and Shadeland. Now, what we're told by police is IMPD and a Lawrence officer were the ones that fired their guns, two of them. That's when SWAT was called and discovered the person dead inside that car. Now, I did speak to a person who says he saw the whole chase happening over on 30th and heard about 10 gunshots. But again, what we know for sure is that a person is dead and no officers were injured, but two officers, a Lawrence officer and an IMPD officer, fired their gun, one of them of which hit that man and killed him. Again, I'm here over off of 30th and Shadeland, which was opposite of where I was earlier, because keep this in mind, if you know someone coming to the area, give them a call and say to avoid it, because police say they're going to be here on scene on 30th between Shadeland and Arlington investigating for a few more hours. But what we do know is, again, a person is dead, no officers were hurt, and they do not think there is any danger to the public at this hour.
All right, Chase Howell reporting live. We'll have updates throughout the evening. Thanks for keeping us updated on this breaking news. We're going to be updating you this evening on our mobile app and, of course, on 13 News at 11. Tonight, a family is grieving the loss of two men who were killed in a stabbing on Sunday morning. Our Anna Chalker joins us in studio tonight. She's been talking with the family today. Anna?
Well, Scott, they told me they actually just buried another loved one on Sunday who was shot and killed just a couple weeks ago. So really a heartbreaking situation. And they cannot believe that they have to do this again. Two more funerals so soon. Even though Tyler Amos and TJ Walker are cousins, families say they loved each other like brothers.
Both of them were loving and caring young men, and they were definitely family guys as well.
The two would always be together. That's why Carlton Amos says it's hard knowing they died at the same time.
I'm not, happy that they died together. I'm not happy that they died, period. You know what I mean? But it's just like, that's just who we are. We always try to make sure that we're good, Around 2:30 Sunday morning, police say a fight broke out inside the Havana Sports Lounge on North High School Road. Amos says at some point, the two called another family member to pick them up because they didn't feel safe. When that family member got there, Amos says he saw that the two had been stabbed by someone else and rushed them to Eskenazi Hospital. These are like brothers to him. And so he just went for, let me hurry up and take him there.
Both later died. Amos says they were just getting their lives started.
We can't see what the future holds for Bruiser. We can't see the better that TJ said that he was wanting to be because someone took it. You took it from our family.
As police search for the person who did this, the family asks,
if you were in our situation, what would you want that person to do if the tables were turned on you?
A question this family hopes is answered soon by someone coming forward. Now, the police and family both urge anyone with information, or even if you were at that lounge at the time of the stabbing, to reach out to IMPD.
And hopefully our viewers will do just that and call police if they know something.
Exactly.
Thanks, Anna. Well, tonight we are hearing from the police chief of IMPD as he looks back on 2024. Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick asked the chief today about reducing violent crime and building trust here in our city and learned his goals for 2025.
IMPD Chief Chris Bailey wrapping up his first year in the new role, taking the job just last February. Proud of the overall decrease in crime compared to last year, but knows there is still more work to do in order to get the city back on track.
To drive crime the way we drive it down, like we have not only this year but over the last 3 years, is a feat. It's difficult in the circumstances that we find ourselves in, but by working with the community and the work that the Office of Public Health and Safety has done and the mayor's 3-year crime reduction plan, I think all those things playing together have helped push us in the right direction.
However, IMPD continues to deal with staffing challenges and an increase in officer-involved shootings, 2 issues the department looks to address in the coming year.
Chief Chris Bailey tells me he also hopes to improve health and wellness for officers, especially when it comes to trauma, and also modernizing the department to make it more efficient. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
The city's Office of Public Health and Safety is also setting goals for the new year. They're striving for a 10% reduction in homicides and non-fatal shootings, telling us it's challenging because of the number of young people involved in gun violence. Angela?
Scott, it's going to be a mild evening for us. Temperatures in the 40s now, and we will stay there over the next several hours. It's also going to be dry, at least the next couple of hours, before rain chances start to increase after 9 p.m. You can see the rain on radar out to our west, but locally we're dry. If you're out and about this evening, roads dry. You may run into a couple of sprinkles, but that's it. Heaviest rain won't get here until after midnight. Hour by hour timeline shows the dry conditions we're dealing with now. A few spotty showers arriving between now and 11 p.m. with the heavy rain arriving after midnight. This will continue through at least 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. We will wrap up 2024 on a soggy note and a couple of snow chances in the 7-day in a few minutes.
All right, Angela, thanks. We'll see you in a little bit. New rules are going into effect for pet owners here in Marion County. Starting January 1st, all cats and dogs will be required to get microchipped. Our Karen Campbell explains tonight what you need to know to avoid getting fined.
Well, many pet owners in Marion County have lots of questions about this new microchip ordinance taking effect January 1st. We talked with those at IACS to try and get some answers.
Indianapolis Animal Care Services is enhancing the way they ID animals.
Is that it does redefine what permanent ID is from just a tag, which is not necessarily permanent, to microchipping, which is more permanent. So.
The measure aims to help reunite lost pets with their owners more efficiently.
Yeah, we don't want to go out there and just start giving citations for people who don't even understand the law necessarily. So right now, our main goal is to educate.
Susan Schlunt with Biscuit Factory Animal Rescue says opinions from pet owners are mixed.
And it's the #1 way of getting your pet back to you because it serves as their voice of who I am.
IACS also hoping to reduce pet overpopulation.
Backyard breeding is an issue. We have a huge stray problem in Indianapolis. So this is just one way that we're trying to mitigate that.
Again, IACS says they will give pet owners in Marion County up to 1 year to get their pets microchipped. Karen Campbell, 13 News.
Microchipping costs about $10. IACS is one resource for you. We'll post more of those resources on WTHR.com.